Well, our guest today, Mr. Kamlesh Varshney, handles a bunch of very important portfolios in SEBI. He is in charge of surveillance. That's the most important for market participants, and of course also in charge of many market intermediaries, like most important fin influencers, the registered investment advisors, all that come under his ken. More important, corporate finance departments, IPO, mergers, acquisitions, all that come under Mr. Varshney, as well corporate fraud. And he is the legal brain of SEBI as well. So an all-important guest today, and we are hoping to elicit a lot of new directions in which SEBI is working. Well, first up, Mr. Varshney, thank you very much for joining us. An honor for me. I want to start with what is uppermost in the minds of media and the market. Jane Street. I mean, is that the only surveillance, or one would assume, the word millennium also cropped up in the papers because of the fight they had. Are there other high-frequency trading guys whom you all are, surveying?
Latha, that's not fair. आपने तो पहले ही यॉकर मार दी. You should have given some warm-up deliveries first. So talking about this, we generally don't comment on individual investigation, but keeping that individual name aside, whatever investigation or surveillance that we do, it is a kind of system that we have inside in our surveillance is whenever there is a violation, it comes out as an alert, and then further examination or investigation takes place. That alert is agnostic of any individual. So if one person is doing a violation, that alert will come. Somebody else is doing that violation, that alert will come again. So if there is anybody else as well doing that violation, so that will also be under examination. But what is the result of that examination, that probably we cannot share. On this specific F&O, we have constituted a special team inside surveillance department along with NSE. So we are strengthening our surveillance. We are strengthening, NSE is strengthening its own surveillance, and we are working in coordination with each other. And if you remember, Chairman Sir has said some time back that, that we are PhD, right? So we are actually hiring PhD students to help us in our surveillance work. And so we hope that if there is any violation, further violation than what we have noticed, all that would be examined and brought to book.
Okay, that's excellent, sir. This is like Sehwag or Suryavanshi. I mean, first shot itself is a boundary. So, most welcome. This is very important that there is a special committee within both SEBI and NSE to look at surveillance more closely. But this committee came later, because if this committee was there, you would have caught Jane Street even earlier.
No. So even in that case also, both SEBI and NSE work together. Okay. So it's not that they did not work together. This is now a specialized, focused cell with expertise.
Okay.
Right? Because we do understand that we need a special expertise to understand some of the manipulations. Yes. So try to understand. See, there is one manipulation which has been noticed, which is gamma manipulation. There could be, I'm not saying it is there, but there could be vegas, there are thetas. So there are a lot of things which happen in F&O market.
Yes.
And there are special people who understand that particular expertise.
No, I absolutely take your point. The guys who are designing these algos are PhDs in mathematics. That was very obvious in the Jane Street case. So, you have to beat a PhD with a PhD. I take a point on that. No, my only point was, this Jane Street millennium thing came in the papers. So was SEBI late? Did the surveillance catch it a little late?
No, not at all. I don't think. See, okay. What happens that, every examination within SEBI takes time, and not SEBI, any enforcement agencies. Okay. So it is not that, it's very easy to say somebody is doing that violation, but that is not enough for us to act. We have to go to the root of that particular violation and establish it, because it has to be sustained in court of law also. It is not that SEBI has passed an order and that is the final word. So a lot of work is required to be done. Therefore, it takes time, but it gets done.
No, absolutely. I mean, I have complete respect for the work that SEBI is doing. And, just preponderance of evidence is not enough.
Yeah.
It has to be foolproof in law. As we have realized, you have an appellate authority and a court to answer to. Let me come to the related party. I have a feeling you're going to duck this question. What about, the FNO rules? The chairman hinted that there is going to be some extension of tenure or improvement of tenure. Can you enlighten us anything more on what's happening?
See, first of all, while surveillance is under me, FNO market as such is under my fellow WTM Anand. He is coming in the afternoon, so maybe if there is an opportunity, one can ask question to him. So I won't be able to answer the policy question on his side, but what chairman said in the morning, I was also sitting here. What he said is, whatever we are going to do in consultation with everyone. So it is not something which is going to happen suddenly. And I also remember that sometime back in NSE function, when he was asked this question, he said there is no such proposal. So, so you have to read everything together. We don't do anything suddenly. There is, what he said was there was no such proposal. What specific anything to FNO, that Anant will be able to answer.
Okay. Well, we did kind of doorstop the chairman, and he said, yes, a consultation paper will come.
Yeah.
And an improvement in the tenure is what he said.
Right.
So I assume it will be something more than weekly. We will know when the consultation paper comes. There was another thing which he said, which directly falls into your terrain. He said, can we look at a project where pre-IPO companies can trade with certain disclosures? Can you just, IPO is your area, if you can tell us what exactly is this pre-IPO plan?
Yeah, so this is also work in progress. The idea is that, there is a market which is happening, what we call it a gray market. Can it be regulated, within the eyes of law? Before IPO, if it is a regulated, that can help in price discovery. If it is regulated, then government also gets its due share of revenue, taxes, whatever it is. So it is in the interest of everybody if it can be regulated and a proper regime is made out with checks and balances. So that we are working on. If we can see, we can do it. We have a primary market advisory committee. We will discuss with them. If something comes out, we will discuss with all stakeholders, and then we will see how it goes forward.
Okay, so it will be another platform.
Yeah, that's right.
Where the trading will happen. Okay, speaking about pre-IPOs, the obvious question which I think everyone has in their mind, when will the NSE IPO come? When will SEBI give the green flag? I think that will be your prerogative.
Yeah, but right now, they have not filed a draft red herring prospectus, so I don't know when are they going to file. But on general IPO, I can say, our timeline is reducing. So last year, we had applications which were on an average around 16 applications per month, and we were able to process 13 applications per month on an average. Okay. That was last year, although all of them did not come for listing because there were only 79 listing, and I'm giving this data of main board, not SME board. Yes. But that is a good thing because so many IPOs are waiting for the right time to enter the market, which already have approval in place. We saw that number of applications are suddenly rising. So we increased our processing capacity to 15 per month in the first 3 months of this year. And we found even that was not good enough because in the month of July itself, we received 31 applications. So we processed 21 applications in the month of July, which is the highest so far. And this month, we are going to process 35 to 40 applications. Many congratulations and thanks, sir. So idea is that whatever is the backlog, we don't want a backlog of more than 2-3 months. So except some difficult cases where there is some kind of a violation, obviously we need to be mindful of that. But otherwise, we are strengthening our team because we do understand that while Indian growth story is important for development of capital market, capital market development also plays an important role for Indian growth story. So we want to ensure that if people are interested in coming to tap the market, their application gets processed within reasonable time.
So you have some target. I mean, you were averaging about 4 months for a permission last year. Are you targeting some 3 months, 2 months, something?
Yeah, so I can say that, of course, when I say there would be a bit of a variation, but by 31st August, we are planning that all 30th June application be disposed of, except those which are difficult.
Excellent. I mean, that's a very big positive for the capital markets. Right. Let me come to the other big issue that SEBI took kind of the bull by the horns, the fin-influencers issue. I mean, you all came with a whole host of rules and removed this from the market. We got some indication that you all are catching some big fellow, big company, especially that you all were working during the rains, the last 48 hours. Can you tell us anything? Some big culprit is netted?
Yes. I mean, I will not call that culprit. We have to be very careful how do we phrase our word. But yes, we did carry out one search operation yesterday. It's a big name in that industry. And I must give credit to my team because we have been working on this case. Last week, we decided that we will do the search operation on Wednesday, that is yesterday. And then there was suddenly red alert in Mumbai. So I asked my team that, are you sure that you want to go ahead? Because before the search, a lot of work is required to be done. A lot of field work is required to be done, not office work. You have to be on field doing certain kind of activities, which I can't tell you. But that is very difficult to perform when the Mumbai is flooded. But team members said, we will do it, and they did it. So I can't comment on what kind of evidences have been collected. It is not proper unless we examine them. But yes, we have carried out a big search operation on some big name in this industry. Because idea is, this chairman has given a very clear direction that quality is more important than number. So your enforcement action must be directed at big people where you can show impact. See, what is the idea of enforcement? Enforcement is not for revenue collection. That is, sorry, I'm using this word because of my previous background. But idea is to create a fear in the market that there is a law enforcement agency, there is a regulator who is watching you, so people follow the law voluntarily. So that is the purpose of enforcement, and that purpose is best achieved by focusing on big people and showing that, SEBI is effectively watching everyone.